Chapter 3 OART2 Enough, Berlinita. You're going to strangle me. Arian began to laugh at the little girl's attack. We haven't seen you all winter. We miss you. The half-orc managed to barely escape the clutches of the little girl, while he got up to receive the woman who approached them. Agnoruk kissed the woman on the cheek to the surprise of Arian, who had never seen the half-orc perform such a great show of affection to anyone. Amma, this is Arian. Arian. The priestess of Ilaban. That's right. Arian acknowledged, a little self-conscious. A pleasure to meet such a famous heroine. Agnoruk did not know that you knew such personalities. Doesn't Agnoruk tell you about his adventures? Angu. He is just like his father, they almost never talk about what happens to them outside of Vale Nevodo. You have to get the words out of them with a bang. Berlinita was angry at her mother's words and still clinging to the half-orc, she defended him. Nothing of the sort. He has told me many stories. Amma sat down next to Arian. We were thinking of going up to see you in a few days. But it seems that you are leaving Vale Nevodo. That's right. I have a pending debt to settle. Amma smiled broadly. We've known each other since we were kids, Agnoruk. When you say that, it's that you're going to be away for a long time. Again the people began to cheer for another warrior, who made the same gesture as the previous one, and the people applauded again. This year many are signing up for the tournament. It's a shame that Agnoruk is leaving. Berlinita said that maybe you would be encouraged and that you would win it for the third time. Arian Volvio is the Sonraya. For the third time. He didn't tell you. He was the youngest to win the tournament right after the Onion War. Then when he returned for the penultimate time and ended Imaka, who had won the previous 4 editions. He is a legend in Vale Nevodo. The talk was being lively, even Anthra and some patrons had come to greet the half-orc, when a tall big man came out of one of the taverns, sporting a thick beard, wavy blonde hair, of a rather imposing bearing except for his incipient belly and certain stains on his beard from beer, indicating that he did not take much care of himself. Amma. Wear it. Agnoruk looked with displeasure at the man and the group behind him, numerous patrons who looked hatefully at the half-orc, all wearing the same shirt as the big man, a loose red and black checkered garment. Please, Agnoruk, exclaimed Amma. By this time in the morning you're already drunk. Don't start, Agnu. Ignore him for the gods. Shut up, mistress, shouted the big man. The girl separated from the half-orc and went to the basket to protect herself behind him, while the man advanced with a determined air towards where the half-orc was. Those neighbors who were close to Agnoruk, Arian and Amma disappeared, but the square began to fill with observers who kept a safe distance. What have I told you, mistress? Don't talk to this monster. Amma confronted the man. Tamer, no please. He only came to say goodbye to him. He leaves for a good while. Tamer smiled contentedly upon hearing this news. I hope you never come back. Slag. The screams alerted Kush and Vanus, who approached with the provisions, but Arian with a wave of his hand signaled them to stay out of the way. The half-orc seemed to be in control of the man's provocations. Tamer seemed emboldened to be supported by the group behind him. Yes, it is better to resume the march. Agnoruk got up from the bench, with a smile said goodbye to Berlinita and Amma, and began to walk towards where the horses were resting. You don't know the news, Agnoruk. I was just appointed master of the Lumberjack Guild and I have a seat on the Snowvale Council. Tamer announced proudly. I'm happy for you. The strange thing is that they don't also appoint you Grand Master of the beer drinkers of the town's taverns. The half-orc's sharp retort caused laughter from everyone present, which made Tamer much more angry. May you die in this adventure as your father did. Like this. We can cut down that big oak tree next to the hut where you live.